Hey guys, welcome back to another comic book review here on Toned In Entertainment. Today, we're jumping back into the Street Fighter universe with another one-shot comic book from Udon Comics called Street Fighter Evolution Special, issue number 1. Now, this issue will contain 3 separate stories that include Aki versus Rashid, DJ versus Cammy, and Jamie versus Luke. In the first story, we're going to see Aki stalking Rashid in the shadows and waits not only for the opportunity to strike, but hopes that if she can bring Rashid's head back, her master will be proud of her. And it will be after a battle with Dan that she will try to seize her opportunity, but appears that the wind wasn't blowing in the right direction for Aki on this day. But she believes that if Rashid keeps leaving himself wide open for an attack, his days will be numbered. Story 2 takes us to London, England for the Intercontinental Music Awards show, an event where DJ won the award the previous year for Best Reggae Album, and he's here to announce this year's winner. That is until he gets a visit from his old Super Street Fighter 2 friend, Cammy, as the two go back and forth with some of their classic signature moves, as well as some that have been remixed. We see that there has been a threat to DJ that has revealed himself, whose motive was pure jealousy. Now, story number 3 takes us to Metro City, USA, where Luke and Jamie are in the midst of debating who runs these streets. And while the two will attempt to talk this out, there's only going to be one way to settle the score. Now for my review score for Street Fighter Evolution, issue number 1. Now, since all 3 stories are bundled into one issue, I'm going to review this book as a whole. The story, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10, as it's definitely below average. Now, while the DJ vs. Cammy story was my favorite, the Aki vs. Rashid story was just okay, but the Jamie vs. Luke story, well, I found it quite boring. The art is gonna get a 9 out of 10. Now, while I thought the story was the weakest in the Luke vs. Jamie story, the art does pack quite a punch here in that story, and the same can be said here in the other 2 stories as well. The conclusion, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. When all 3 of these stories finish, I just really felt little emotion to any of them. The fun factor, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, which means my final score is going to be a 5.25 out of 10 for the Street Fighter 6 Evolution Special. The positives is that the art is really good, and there are some good lines in the Rashid and Aki story and the Cammy vs. DJ story. But other than that, this is a book I can't recommend, even for a die-hard Street Fighter fan as myself, as this story is over in a blink of an eye. And for me, you will never go back to it, which again, I hate saying as a Street Fighter fan, but honestly guys, this book was a letdown. Now, did you guys read the Street Fighter Evolution Special? And if you did, comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And if you like comic book reviews like this and all things pop culture, make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you can stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.